All right, I think we are live. Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to ML Don. Long time no see, right? Um, so, as I told you a few months back, I was going to move to Australia from Ireland. Finally, we're here. I'm in Melbourne, Australia. I've just been given this grant, the Marie Curie grant, that in which I'm going to lead this project that is all about the intersection of neuroscience and machine learning at Monash University. I'm very excited about that. It's EU funded, and it's really exciting. Um, in my opinion, at least, that's where the AI should be directed to. That should be the future trajectory of AI, to sort of mimic how the brain works and so on and so forth. But anyways, I digress. So I've recently moved to this new apartment in Melbourne, and I'm in the process of equipping my studio with new stuff. I just got this camera, the Logitech Brio 4K camera, basically a webcam, and slowly but surely I'm getting more and more stuff to sort of prepare the studio to get back on track of ML Done and publish new videos on machine learning and stuff. I'm also in the process of, as promised a few months back, in the process of redesigning and redevising the strategy, the publishing strategy of ML Done, meaning coming up with nice ideas for new playlists, things that are sort of hot and running at this time in the world of machine learning and AI, things that are more attractive to machine learning enthusiasts and machine learning experts. So while I'm waiting for my equipment for my new studio, I'm also sort of thinking about the new strategy of publishing at MLDon. Yeah, so just wanted to hop on a live session and say hi and say that MLDon is gonna come back very soon. I'm just in the process of settling down in a new country, in a new continent, if you will. Um, I was in Ireland and Europe for like 7 years, and now I've moved to this totally new country, new world. Hi, Bayezid, how are you? You're like one of the most loyal members of the family of ML Done. It's always nice to talk to you. Congratulations to you at your new location and position. Anyway, do you share your new position? Yeah, I will share, but to be honest with you, I'm still waiting for my contract. Yeah, once the contract has been issued, once I know that there is no way back, like I'm definitely gonna share this publicly on my LinkedIn. And it's really nice to see you. I hope you're doing fine. Thank you so much, Abhizit. Um, yeah, so I just want to say hi and sort of give an update on where I am. At the moment, I'm in Melbourne, Australia. As I said, everything's so different compared to Europe. Everything seems so like big and spacious and huge. We have huge skyscrapers all over the place. It's like the norm here, apparently. Back in Ireland, in Dublin, this was not the case. Even in my hometown, it has never been the case. I come from a rather small city. So compared to where I come from, this is like huge, overwhelmingly busy and everything. But it's interesting. It's been like a few weeks that I've sort of moved to Melbourne. Um, I'm still learning my way around. I'm still warming up to the paperwork and everything that one needs to do if one move to a new continent. But I cannot wait to get back on track with ML Done again and start publishing again. Um, I will actually send a post and asking you guys about the type of videos that you guys would be interested in. Recently, I've noticed, looking at the YouTube analytics, I've noticed that one of the most series of videos ever on my YouTube channel has been the video series that I have on how to create a brain tumor detector using convolutional neural networks. So it seems to me that the kind of 0 to 100 videos that we go from installing packages like NumPy, SciPy, scikit-learn, all the way to, you know, training and testing an artificial neural network or a machine learning algorithm. It seems that that is the most attractive sort of package that you guys might be interested in. So I will think about interesting 0 to 100 sort of boot camp style packages. And I will ask for your opinions for sure. I'm really eager to know what you guys would like to see from ML Dawn, but I have a feeling, and this is just a feeling, that it has to have something to do with generative models, generative AI. So to sort of play with the idea of generative AI, maybe coding generative AI from scratch, or maybe through PyTorch or TensorFlow or whatever sort of deep learning platform that is out there, and really understand the math. That's the critical part, right? The math behind the code, and then implementing it. The other idea that I have in mind is to publish videos that sort of marry the idea of machine learning, or let's say deep learning in the traditional deep learning sense that we know, with neuroscientific sort of concepts, with neuromimetic sort of design structures in mind. Because in my mind, deep learning, artificial neural networks, they have a lot of issues. Yes, they're everywhere. Everybody's using it. ChatGPT is a big hype. Everybody's so excited about it, but not me, at least. In my humble opinion, I'm not too impressed by that. Because deep learning has a lot of issues, and it can generate the correct output, or an interesting or even impressive output, for all the wrong reasons, right? Deep learning can hallucinate, believe it or not. Actually, like ChatGPT can hallucinate just like that. I was reading this paper a few months back, where there were some sort of medical doctors that they were using ChatGPT to generate some explanations for certain types of disease as some sort of diagnostic prescription style explanations. And once the model ChatGPT started to generate those explanations, the doctors asked it, can you provide some reason as to why this is the case, and as to why you're providing this particular explanation? And ChatGPT, to everybody's amazement, generated an article, right? I kid you not. It generated an article with the list of authors, and said that based on the information provided in this scientific article, journal article, that is why I'm saying that the reason behind this particular condition, medical condition, is this and this and this, right? Those authors never existed. That paper never existed. So deep learning, deep generative model behind ChatGPT, the kind of transformer-based architectures, they can hallucinate as if it was nothing. So it would generate some explanations just to appease the human that is interacting with, just to make you happy, right? So that's one of the many problems behind deep learning, and that is why I'm thinking about generating a playlist and recording and publishing a playlist on ideas that would sort of design intelligent systems that are based on how human brain works. For example, what kind of models, or let's say biologically inspired neural networks, are out there that would sort of mimic the neuronal message passing in the brain, that would mimic the kind of belief-based calculus that we have in our brain. And that is where concepts such as predictive coding comes into play. Concepts such as active inference would come into play. The free energy principle of Professor Carl Friston from University College London, that comes into play. These are ideas that are unfortunately terribly missed in the machine learning community. It is beginning to sort of find its way in people's hearts, but it seems to me that's still got a long way. There are many, the majority of the machine learning community still either let's say, is not familiar with these ideas or with these concepts and principles. Mind you, principles. Not only are some of them are not sort of familiar with them. However, some are, but they're really resistant towards them. And the third category, that is maybe a minority in the whole machine learning community, are people who, like myself, who started reading about these concepts a few years ago. People like the old version of myself, who are from machine learning background, deep learning background, but they couldn't simply understand the math, the calculus of intelligence of such of such computational principles. For example, when you want to understand the free energy principle of Carl Friston, um, for the fresh eyes of a machine learning guy, it is unforgivingly difficult to understand. That the math, it's all about calculus of variations. You have ordinary differential equations all over the place. So for someone like us, machine learning folks, deep learning folks, the calculus of intelligence can be very difficult to understand. So that is another motivation for generating and for publishing videos about neuromimetic deep learning at MLDon. So I'll be seriously looking into providing high quality content for this. I've already started to read. Let me see if I have it here. Maybe I don't have it here. It's not here yet, but that is why I started to read the Active Inference book and one of the playlists at MLDon. That's like the holy grail, the main source, the Bible of active inference, neuromimetic sort of mathematical modeling of how the brain works. The calculus of intelligence based on the free energy principle. But I'm gonna do more, right? I'm gonna do more. But anyways, I will send out a post asking you guys what kind of content are you interested in watching. Would you like MLDon to sort of produce for you guys? As I said, I'm going to repeat. I have a feeling that it's going to go towards generative models. Okay, but anyways, I will provide some options, but at the same time, you can put down your own opinion. I'd be more than happy to hear what you guys have to say about what you'll be interested in watching. And I think that's it. It will take some time before I get started with MLDon, but just give me a few more, maybe a few more weeks. I've just got my camera, this webcam. I hope that it's good. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. I think it's not too bad. Well, it's really dark here, but even though there's no light, it's surprisingly good. Actually, it's capturing light pretty good. Nice. But hopefully it will survive. It will survive the the video recording sessions in the future. So I'm waiting for a new tablet, maybe a new microphone. So once I've equipped the entire sort of set up for MLDon, I'll get back on track and I'll be publishing more and more. But in the meantime, I just wanted to say I miss all of you guys. Cannot wait to get started again, and be on the lookout for MLDon's videos. I'll be back in a few weeks, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. You guys and I with machine learning, deep learning, and all that exciting stuff. So until then, on behalf of MLDon, take good care of yourselves. Bye.